Okay, get this. What if you could explain pretty much anything using just 850 words? Sounds kind of wild, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a system that was designed to do exactly that. So, how is that even possible? Well, to really get our heads around it, we're going to zoom way in on just one single everyday word. And that word is event.
Yeah, I know it seems super simple, but trust me, this one little word holds a really fascinating secret about how language actually works. So our source for this is the Simple English Wikipedia. And check out this definition. It's so beautifully clear. There's no fancy jargon. It's just straight to the point. An event is anything that happens. Simple as that.
And just look at how the source put this into practice. The example sentence here, it actually uses the word event twice, right? And what that does is it grounds this kind of abstract idea in a really simple, concrete picture. I mean, there's no way you can misunderstand that. Okay, so then the source gives us another really common meaning for the word. And again, just notice how simple the language is that's used to explain it. People come together for a reason or for fun. It's just so direct. So, on the surface, this all looks like just a really, really clear dictionary entry. But as we start to dig into the source a little more, there's this tiny clue that reveals there's something much, much bigger going on here, a whole intentional system at work. It's just this tiny little detail, tucked away at the very bottom of the source page. It's the kind of thing you'd scroll right past without even noticing. But this is the key that unlocks the whole thing. And there it is, this strange little tag, category BE850. So what on earth is BE850? Well, the source page itself actually gives us the answer. It turns out the word event isn't just any old word. It's been specially picked to be part of something called the Basic English 850 list. And that is the hidden system we were talking about. B850 is a whole simplified version of English, designed from the ground up for maximum clarity. And it does it by using a teeny tiny core vocabulary of just 850 words. The whole Simple English Wikipedia is actually built on this very idea. So now that you know that, it completely changes how you see those definitions we just looked at, right? The whole system is designed to be self-contained. It only uses simple words to define other simple words. Okay, this table really shows you the system in action. Just look at how event is defined. It's using other, even more basic words from the list, like happen and people, and even the synonyms it gives you, like happening or function. Guess what? They're also on that core 850 word list. It's like a totally closed loop. So, the really crucial point here is this. The system doesn't build your understanding by throwing more complicated words at you. No way. Instead, it creates the sort of web of simple related terms. It gives you different ways to think about the core meaning, but it does it all from within its own tiny vocabulary. You can really boil this whole approach down to a simple 3-step method. First, you pick that core list of 850 essential words. Then, and this is key, those words become the only tools you're allowed to use to define everything else. And the result? You get a system that is built from the ground up for super clear, no-nonsense communication. And this is a really important takeaway. The people who created Basic English, they weren't trying to replace the beautiful, complex English language. Not at all. What they were trying to do was build a bridge. A tool for people from different countries, for language learners, really for anyone who just needs to get a point across without any confusion. And this really gets to the heart of the matter. It's a trade-off, right? Standard English, with its bazillion words, lets you express all sorts of tiny, subtle differences in meaning. Basic English makes a very deliberate choice. It says, we're going to sacrifice some of that complexity, and in return, we're going to get radical accessibility and directness. It's clarity over complexity. So it kind of leaves us with this final thought, doesn't it? This whole B850 system proves that you can build an entire world of meaning from just a handful of words. And it really makes you wonder, in our own lives, when we're talking to people, how often do we reach for a complicated word when a simple one would actually connect us so much better?